Hi, everyone. You may recall I've gotten to the U.S. Supreme Court, and there's just a ruling by the Massachusetts Appeals Court relevant that's a bombshell in my situation. So let's tune in. Thank you.
Jon Myers has remarkably confronted the challenges of our time. Through his journey, Jon developed the philosophy that our goodness is strength. Together, we will change the world.
So the reason I talk about my story changing the world is because, at least America, is because I have faced such ferocious, irrational, and vindictive opposition that it caused me to do the equal and opposite, to dig in and to really pull for, fairness and democracy and true things on a profound level. So, and my opposition, unbelievably, with my own family and all kinds of crazy stuff, and dealing with divorce courts and all craziness. So, I just would not accept unfairness, and I just plowed ahead over the course of 28 years. And so, I've gotten as far as the United States Supreme Court with an innovative case dealing with emotional distress and really, just dealing with vicious unfairness and standing for fairness for myself, community, children, and America. And so there's a recent, just in the last less than a week, from the Massachusetts Appeals Court, who didn't hear my case, who said that there was irreparable harm, and I didn't write one of the names fully, but it's Lyman maybe versus Larson. I'll have to look up the second name. I didn't write it so well. But they declared that irreparable harm could occur when people were separated from their dog. And I don't know if it was a matter of weeks or months, and I don't diminish, the emotional attachment that people will have to their animals. I believe this was an emotional support animal and this kind of thing. So, they made that ruling and said that irreparable harm could occur when a person was separated from their animal, dog in this instance. So I raised that because I presented facts and information to them that people had, and for those who aren't aware of something, parental alienation, when other people really try to mess with the mind of your own children, and which tries to turn them against you and really harms the child and harms you. And I said that this has been occurring in my life for many years, and in most pronounced form over the last 10 years, and even occurring against, from my own family, brother David Nathan, Maureen Sandra Myers in Scranton, PA. All these people, Rick Bishop, an attorney, Mike Perry, all these people kind of come against me for no reason. And against the backdrop that my ex-wife even went back to her native Oklahoma in 2016, and according to her obituary, died peacefully. So she died, my daughter called me in tears, that day, and all this kind of thing. But my ex-wife isn't even living, and these people have sought to, brainwash me. I've done many things to harm me, many, many levels, which is why, again, I've made it to the Supreme Court. But, what I'm pointing out is, and they've done this over 10 years, and it harms the child, parental alienation, immensely, never mind the person they're trying to be vindictive against in me. But, so now I have this as a backdrop, as a case setting, a case law, that the Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court says that irreparable harm can occur when there's separation between a person and their dog over a period of weeks or months. And I'm saying, what about when that relationship is affected between a human, a dad in this instance, and their child? So that's occurred over a 10-year period. So they found irreparable harm between a person and a dog. But as of yet, they won't recognize irreparable harm for the child and for a parent, anyone, when they're being brainwashed against that very parent. So a few weeks, months of a dog and 10 years or more of a child. And this is why my journey has continued. So this ruling from the Massachusetts Appeals Court came out about a week ago. And this is why I have persevered over the course of 28 years, certainly the last 15, to the United States Supreme Court. And what I'm saying is, for people who don't know, I see people on X, Krasson and others who say, think that, we see it in the Fannie Willis situation, how I started seeing it 28 years ago, but there are cracks, and a lot of people haven't seen it. And to understand there are cracks in our American judicial system, and we need to repair it, and that's what my life's about. Fairness. If our judicial system doesn't work, we don't have a country. Because if America doesn't stand for liberty and equality for all people, we don't have anything. And that's what I'm doing. That's my journey. Subscribe, like, support the journey. Go to the website. You can get this training and coaching so you develop the commitment to stand up for fairness and against bullies, and stand up for what's right in your own life.